Okay, so now we can proceed to Esha for the IFSA tree learning. Take it away, Esha.
So we are not going on breakout room, right?
Not yet. We're going to discuss the projects first, and then later when it's time for the breakout room session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the project which I will be discussing, that is the tree learning. So next slide. So from the diagram, you can get an idea that tree learning is tree and then what we are learning. So we know about a lots of online courses which is easily available. Some are very much maybe we have to give some fees and some are free, so there are lots of online courses. So that is how we can get and structured and it is relevant to what we are thinking about and give it a very structured way. So IFSA is putting their effort to build that on their own website. So here, if you are looking for soft skill, you have something like that. If you are looking for something to support your educational background, maybe you are from forestry, maybe you are from wildlife, maybe just you are working on marine biology, something like that. And we are trying to build a database and also something relevant for your own coursework as well. So our main motive is to not to give us a knowledge, but also train yourself for from a different perspective. Maybe not very formal way, but giving a brief idea about what you need to support what you are learning. So it keeps updating, and we are trying to improve that portfolio for all of you. Next slide. Okay, so why we need this initiative? So first of all, we know that we are in a sector which is called as green sector or environment sector as well. So for that, our prospects of job or what we are looking for, what kind of job we are looking for, that is somehow not well known to us. So how we can prepare for whatever job is available or whatever we are getting from the sources in our own country, and let's get prepared while we are learning or within our university or school we are going. So most of us are mostly trained with formal education. We know what we are getting the knowledge as a theory based or from the books or from the lectures, but sometimes we need something more to train ourselves in a job sector, because when we are doing a job, when we are going to a work-life platform, it is important for us to have some other skills as well. For example, how you are presenting your work, how you are writing your reports, or maybe how you are talking to your partner, something like that. So for that, it is important to have a tree learning courses or a support system for you. And as I have already told that not just forest related course, but also something related to your support building system, we are putting this effort. And it is up to you when you are trying to finish your work. It is not that you have a course and you have to finish it to a guided timeline. You can finish on your own pace. When you feel like you have to do something, you need to get to know something like that, you can just scroll it down and understand what you are trying to do. Next. So we know that we already have a lots of platform where e-courses or online courses are easily available. So why this is the platform which is going to help you? First of all, we are trying to segregate in a proper way. So already, if you go to the website, you will see that. I will let you know that later on. But as of now, we are trying to segregate a topic wise. So if you are not from, because in online courses, you will see all the courses are all together, and not always it is very well managed or segregated. So we are trying to help you out what topic you are interested and how easily you can navigate the topics. And also we are trying to support with something else. For example, you have done the course, so have you learned it in a manner? So then we can go for the quizzes, or maybe the short videos or podcast which can make your learning easier for yourself. And next is because we are the young people, so it's not will be very complicated way or not very simple way, rather putting the scientific knowledge in a convenient way so that we can just pace it up and just learn in our own way. Next. So the demo time. Should I share or you will be sharing screen then?
Okay, you can share your screen so that you
Okay.
know. Okay.
Okay, you have to stop sharing. All right. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. So we will just go first to our IFSA account, IFSA website. Okay, so under the project, you will see all the projects which is ongoing on IFSA, and the first one is for now is tree learning. You have to go there and see is it browsing or not. So you just have to scroll it down, and you have the whole format how tree learning website. If you go on your own mobile or laptop, it will look like similar to it. And yeah, you have all the details what tree learning is supposed to let you know. And as of now, we have this much of database. One is the soft skill, one is the forestry topic. And if you go to the forestry topic, you will see related course to it. So already IFSA has launched these three courses related to forestry. As I was telling you that you have already similar sort of academical background, or maybe your coursework also contains a similar thing. But if you want to go deeper down and understand the topic more, you can just go for it. And also we have some other sessions we had, for example, the job talks. That is also here because maybe you are at the stage of graduation or you have graduated recently and you are looking for how things are working. So already we had one webinar, so you can just go there. I think it's the project we are trying to continue for future also, and that is how why we need your support and what you are expecting from IFSA as well. We wanted to know that clearly. I think I can stop sharing. So you have seen all other option there, and you can just go on every other option and find whatever is convenient for you. I think I can stop sharing now. Will you share again? Mm, okay. So the next. mm, Okay, so how you can help us for this whole thing, that already you have got the idea what we are trying to do, and we need your support for the whole system. You can IFSA already has their social media account very active. They keep posting about courses or webinars they are having on this relevant topic. So use your social media or else social media to let people know what we are doing right now. And you can ask your friends and colleagues to go to the website and teach them how they can use the tree learning platform for themselves, because it is helpful for everyone. And also if you there will be a form that also where you can give your interested topic. If you are at the bottom of the tree learning website, there is an option where you can provide your feedback, that what kind of topic you are interested to, and you can put a feedback for IPSA team so that we can work on that. Okay. Next, I think next is the breakout room. So are we going to breakout room?
We will just explain first the aims, and then later, after the third
Okay.
project, we will proceed to the breakout.
Okay, sure. So for the breakout room, why we are putting three breakout room after these three projects? Because we want to know what your perspective is, what you are thinking about this whole project, and if you have any idea how we can improve or expand the content of the platform. As I was telling, there is a form where you can tell us that what kind of topic you are interested, or maybe other format you feel convenient for your uses. We can know about that and discuss about this, and also the ideas or how it will be easier to tell your LC, or how to clear out the communication channel from the website we have, and how you can put to the LC members. All these ideas we want to know from you. So that is why the aim of this communication. I think we will meet again after the third.
Thank you, Esha. Thank you for presenting about tree learning. So now let's proceed to our second project, which is Ifsa Treehouse, presented by Prastuti. So you have the floor now.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. So I'm Prastuti, of course. We are in this presentation, we'll talk about Ifsa Treehouse, which I personally think is a very great platform where you can basically host your fellow IFSA members. And if you can't host, you can even suggest a lot of things, give them authentic experience, suggest them about your culture and many other things. But yeah, basically it's a platform where you can, if you have can I have a next slide, please? Sorry. Yeah. So basically you can first verify your account, and once you're verified, you can go ahead and share and look for details if you're visiting to other places. So basically, why is it needed? As we all know, we are all either student or young professional. We are always mostly in budget, but we also want to travel, and we meet so many new friends. We make so many new friends in different events through IFSA or other events. But yeah, so basically, I think Treehouse is very important because it gives you the platform where you can basically reach out to your fellow IFSA members if you're visiting their place. So you can ask if they have a extra bed or couch, and vice versa. You can host the people, and you can share or suggest them anything authentic you want to share about your culture, your country. So basically, this platform is to share about each other culture and host if you can. And where it first started in 2018-19 in Europe, and we did create a subcommission for Treehouse, but like all of you know, because of COVID, we cannot make it possible later on practically. But now that COVID is almost gone, we are hoping to build this subcommission back again. And once we are back to it, basically all you need to do is go to the website, verify your account, and you can act either as a host, or you can also interact with the host that will be already there in the list. I think we'll make a list, right? We'll have a list. Yeah. So yeah, if shall we go to the demo now? Or I don't know. Yeah, so basically how it works, you just sign up for Treehouse and then you browse it. You'll find a list for basically IFSA members who has an extra couch. If you're visiting to their place, you can reach out to them and then basically travel together, or if not together, just get the best authentic experience of their culture. So in simple, it's just that. So yeah, that's Treehouse and demo time. Belle is going to help me for the demo. So yeah, just go to the project and then go to Treehouse. It's basically kind of sort of like Airbnb for IFSA people, in short. Then yeah, just sign up, verify your account, and when you're browsing, you'll find all the verified accounts, all the fellow IFSA members who either has an extra couch or room and can help you. So, and rest of the details you can find in the website how to verify. It's a very simple process. And yeah, I mean, as Bell is showing, you can just go to the website, and once you verify, you can browse along. If you're visiting anywhere, you can find a fellow mate who can suggest you on authentic experience or place to stay, and save some money and get the best authentic experience, I guess. And also, I think it many a time it happens when you meet people in an international event. You promise that you will keep touch with them, but sometimes it's not possible. But I think through Treehouse, it's really possible. You can know if they have an extra cost. So basically, it's official. You can officially approach them if they have a place, and if they want to show around their country, their city. So yeah, so you can see this. These are the verified accounts. Basically, if you can see in the map, you just tap and you reach out to them. You ask if what kind of basically facility or availability they have, whether it's a room, whether it's a couch, or even if not for accommodation, you can ask them always around for the best authentic experience, the cheaper accommodation, etc.
And I see Kevin has his hand raised.
I just wanted to add to this that you probably heard about a website called Couchsurfing that basically is like a forestry IFSA solution for couchsurfing, that you can stay around forestry students.
Great, thank you. So yeah. So yeah, previously, since it just started like 2 years ago, and also during the pandemic, we couldn't develop the idea, the project. But now that we are back, we are going to make the website better and the list more up to date. And so you can reach out to your fellow mates. So that's that. Thank you. For the breakout session, we'll basically, since it's just, we have just started this project, so we'd like to know how we can improve it, how we can basically disseminate this knowledge so that max of the people, the IFSA members know about this project, and how we can in future proceed. So that will be what we'll discuss in our breakout session. Thank you.
Thank you, Prastuti. Now let's go to the third IFSA project before we proceed to our breakout rooms, to be presented by Ali, the membership verification on the website. Hi, Ali.
Hello, thank you. So I'm Ali. I'm currently the regional representative of Asia Pacific. And yes, so membership verification on website. Well, as IFSA members, we all need to have a proof as some kind of a letter of confirmation that we are an IFSA member. So we need to create our own account on the website, and there's a registration form we should fill in and fill our personal detail and information there. And after that, your account will be created on the IFSA website, but it is not a verified account. So you have an account in the website, but it doesn't necessarily verify and confirm that you are currently an IFSA member. So your account needs to be verified by your LC account admin on the website. So every LC has an account on the website too. And when you want to log into your LC account, actually the president of the LC or representative of the LC should do it. And they just fill in the email that was given to them by IFSA, the one that has an @ ifsa.net at the end. And then they use the same password as their email. And there in the LC admin dashboard, they can they see the requests from the individual members that want to be approved as an LC member, as an IFSA member, actually, and they can approve it or reject it. So having a verified account on the website actually grants you access to all the website features of the IFSA, and also it is a proof of your membership in IFSA. So when you are applying for a position, you can see that we ask for a confirmation letter of that you are a member of the LC. So when you have a verified account on the website, you actually do not need that letter. You can just use your account. So, and also all the features that we talked about, the tree learning, Treehouse, they can all be used when you have an account in the IFSA website. So it's a account full of features and profits. The IFSA membership lasts for 1 year, so and it expires for all members on the 1st of August. So actually by the end of IFSA term each year, and you should request renewal again at the 31st of the July. Next slide, please. So membership, actually registering on the website is very easy. You just have to go to the website, ifsa.net, and there's a register or login button at the top right. There you click on register, and then you get forms. You should fill in your information. You should be a member of the LC. You will get an option to choose your LC, and then you request a membership verification to your LC and when it's approved, you will be verified IFSA member on the website. Next, please. So, and benefits are Treehouse, well, tree learning, and courses, and well, friends. You will get a request from friendship request from your IFSA colleagues, and that's also fun. Next. And there's another benefit of this membership account creation, which is that we will get an exact number of our active members and also regular members which were not verified. I mean, even when you are registering in the website, you're not most likely you're not just a regular student hanging around in the web browsing stuff and just seeing, oh, there's a website I can register in, so I can do it. No, you heard about IFSA, you want to register, so you are still a member. And as you can see in these statistics here, we have 380 verified members and 432 registered members. So I don't know how many of these 432 registered members are here, but I would like to advise you to request a verification from your LC and do it as soon as you can. Okay, next. And for the breakout room, I think. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that was the to-do list for when you create an account. And for the breakout room sessions, I would like you to give us your ideas. If you have already verified your membership accounts on IFSA or IFSA website or registered, whatever you did, we want to know your feedback and on the steps you took. Was it easy? Did you have any problem? Like me myself, I had problem with verifying my account. I kept sending the request for verification, but and my LC approved it, but we didn't. My account didn't get verified, so it was a problem that we talked to the. I talked to Simone, and he figured it out. So yes, and I think my time is up. Okay, see you in the breakout room. Thank you for paying attention.
Sorry, I accidentally pressed the next slide. But thank you, Ali. Now it's time for the breakout room, as mentioned earlier. So we have 15 minutes for this. The room number 1 will be allotted for the tree learning project, room 2 for Treehouse, and the third one is for the membership verification on the website. And we will use a Jamboard link, or no, a Jamboard for this. So if you want to join the Jamboard, just scan the QR code here, or our moderators later will also give the link. So you can put your inputs or suggestions there personally. And yeah, so I will now open our breakout rooms. Yeah, it's now open. So again, room 1 is for tree learning, room 2 is for Treehouse, room 3 is for membership verification. So please join the rooms that you would like to participate in. See you there.
Hello again. Deja vu.
Hi. Okay, so we are done. Is everyone here? Okay, so we're done with the first session of the breakout rooms. So let's first call on, we're going to present the outcomes of our discussion. So I'll just share the first Jamboard. So who would like to present for the outcomes for the first breakout room for tree learning?
Okay, let me continue it because I think it was the most shortest 15 minutes in my life, it seems. We kept talking and it was not ending and we couldn't conclude very well with each other. So what we discussed in the whole session, what kind of topic, I think already we have an existing system where they can put the topic. So we mostly discussed on what kind of topic they are looking forward, what kind of resource they are looking forward, and how and which can support their system. So mostly among the relevant topics we have discussed, the first one is climate related subtopics for climate finance, climate action, climate change, mitigation, adaptation, degradation, all these things, because in today we are going to have our unit triple B COP in the November. And it seems that these are the topic which is very relevant in our today's world, and maybe some topics like that will be great for all of us. And regarding that, tree tenure system, land tenure system or land rights, because in the third world country or the developing countries, especially in African region, it is a very stagnant issue, because for the land, for example, for the land rights, it is not for everyone. Like the woman doesn't have the authority or the pauses to have the right on their land. So something relevant to that may be very useful for regional basis also, and also it will be easy for everyone to know what is the ongoing problems other countries are facing. And among the sessions or the how they want to have the improve the quality of the content, first is the session that is relevant to the global topic. Maybe in Eventicity Corp or even a Triple C Corp, UNEP or any FSC, all sort of global events are happening here. So maybe the thematic area they are having, or maybe the sessions they are having, maybe we are sending the delegates there. Those topics can be put on the website. What they are having, maybe the concept note or something like that, or maybe the videos we are having there, because those videos are available on YouTube also. We can put those relevant videos on our website or maybe our YouTube channel. And for articles and published research base, ResearchGate, Google Scholar, Academic, all they have a good research base, like database of the research paper. But most of the people sometimes are not getting the access of the papers. So if the relevant topics, research paper or the latest research paper can be there in a combined form, that will be helpful for everyone to access. And next is a lecture topic or the module, because every university has their different modules, but those are similar. These are different, but not very different. It is almost similar. And we all are given some sort of theoretical concept notes or something like that from our university. If it is shareable, we can share over there. And if it is not shareable, there comes the another place, that is the collaboration with universities or institution for our platform. We can, for example, if you remember at the starting of the COVID period, there was a online course for IFSA people got the chance for free course for UBC. So something like that, we can collab with other university and ask them to support us with our tree learning platform. And next is IFSA alumni. Lots of IFSA alumni are all over the world, because it's a quite an old organization and they're working in some partner organization, maybe some are scientists, something like that. So we can just contact them and ask them to provide their expertise for us. And those kind of videos or podcasts or maybe articles will be helpful for everyone. And how we can improve or make create the interest of the LC members, first is the certification, because we know that when we have to put something on our CV, if there is certification that demands more, or maybe we can post on our social media and it somehow acts as a positive feedback for ourselves that, okay, we have done something and we got a certificate. Something like that will be helpful. And when we are doing the courses, if you have checked out in the Google, they have this system. When you finish this, say that, okay, you have finished one module, you have completed this percentage of your content. So that is help them to understand how much is left and how much they have to do. So that kind of timeline may help for everyone. And we can go for a filtering system, that whether the course is a short course, a long course, or crash course, or just the relevant discussion, something like that. And last but not the least, the batch system, that how many courses you have completed, that batch will count to your IFSA profile, because we are all the members and it can just go to a profile, okay, this person has completed this many of course. So that kind of give you an sense of achievement that, okay, I have collected this many of that. And I think that is what we discussed overall for the whole session. Yeah. Thank you. It was quite successful, I would say.
Yeah, thank you, Esha. And thank you to the participants who joined our breakout room #1. I really like what the outcome of your group, especially the badge system. We'll definitely suggest this to the next tree learning subcommission head. This is a great idea. So thank you guys. Now let's proceed to Treehouse. So who would like to present the outcome for the Treehouse breakout room?
I think I can start, and if I miss something, anyone who wants to jump in can jump in.
Great.
So basically, it was quite relaxing 15 minutes actually, unlike when you do in your classes and stuff. So yeah, thank God. And also I was not alone. First of all, I'd like to thank Kevin. He was with me from the very beginning. So thank you. So yeah, I think we have some very good not discussion, it's like outcomes, because Treehouse is basically a very simple and very good opportunity, just that it hasn't been popularized yet because of we just started it recently. And moreover, I think a very good one of the very good point is about that we need to update, which I think we already talked, I think, before, about how we need to update the list, because there are the list is there, but you can hardly, basically maybe half of the people are not even IFSA members anymore because we haven't updated it. So I think first of all, it's very, the first thing was about updating the list, who is available, who is not. And secondly, I think there was a very good point, which was about normally we don't check our IFSA email as much as we do, for example, other social media or WhatsApp, etc. So it was a very good point suggested that we can add along with the details when we are verifying our account. Basically, we can add, if not WhatsApp, Bora said WhatsApp is a very private thing, so WhatsApp might not be the first thing, but anything like an Instagram account or a Facebook account where you are easily reachable, basically. So basically, you don't have to just go back to IFSA account again. You can just pop in your Facebook or Instagram and contact the person if they still have a room available, etc. So that was a very good point. And second, we also talk about the advertisement of the project, since not many people know it, but also considering it is a new thing. So we believe that if there is, for example, one successful story from Treehouse, that someone did go to someone hosted someone, and then we have it on our Instagram page or just on website, people will be more attracted and interested, and they would basically know more about it. We also talk about how maybe as an intro. Oh, I'm hearing myself back. Why? Anyway, so yeah, for example, when we have the regional meetings or anything, we can just push this topic that, like, just FYI guys, we have this project called Treehouse, where you can, if you're visiting, you can reach out to your fellow IFSA members, kind of thing. So that was also one thing. And what did we have? Yeah, and I think there is just one more thing which I suggested. I mean, I wish it just I mean, I believe the treehouse shouldn't be just like an accommodation thing, but more like an experience, because sometimes you might not be able to have a room or a bed, but you can always suggest your friends that, this is the cheap place or this is where you should go. And just an overall traveling experience it can be. So I think, yeah, that's we talk about. Kevin, did I miss anything, or anyone, did I miss anything?
I mean, basically, I believe you haven't missed anything. Only thing that I would like underline is that the fact I tried to use Treehouse few like week ago, and the fact that there is a lot of people who added the location many years ago and they are now outdated. It's hard to find somebody that you can try communicate, and there's a problem of communication. So that's the biggest problem of this program if we want it to work. So I agree with that. And as somebody wrote on the chat as we were explaining, and I answered them, if you have no place to let somebody stay, you can just advise them, because you know the area, your country, your area where you live. So if you cannot, let's say, okay, I cannot hold you because I don't have a space so you can sleep, but I can tell you where's a cheap place to stay, where's safe, what you should focus around, or what you can see. And I believe that Treehouse could be, as you said, a great example to not only be a place to stay, but also to get some experience and knowledge about area.
So thank you for Stuti and Kevin for the explanation on the treehouse. I really like the idea. So thank you guys for brainstorming on suggestions. Now let's proceed to the third breakout room, which is membership verification. So we agree that it will be Bora to present the Jamboard. So take it away, Bora.
Yeah, also if Ali want to help to me, he can do it, but it's fine. So for membership verification, as Ali said on the presentation, this is like very easy for Ifsa family, and for you can do it. And as we heard from someone, including me, website has some problem about verification. Some of people cannot go to there. Some of people cannot reach out there easily, and that problem exists. Also, other problem is when you have a problem about something on this, unfortunately, you will not have like a clear person to reach out and fix the problems. And then also, again, as we said, browse and website issues there, and unclear solutions to issues because it doesn't working, and solutions are just like temporary, not like fixed until forever. And yeah, even we made announcement about that. Unfortunately, people are still doesn't know it. For example, I made an announcement to my region, also to my LC, but just 5 people did it from my LC in the region, still not too much. And then I'm checking. Ali, do you want to continue? Let's see. Use codes easier. Yeah, use codes for easier verification instead of waiting for LC representatives. Yeah, it's kind of, I think, suggestions or something. And yeah. Okay, I'm done. I'm stuck. Actually, not done, stuck. Ali, do you want to continue? Help me. Yeah, it's done. I think so. And
yes,
stop.
that was pretty
Yeah,
good. Thank you.
You can put it.
No, so in conclusion, we had several stickers that were at the top. So I think they were the most important conclusions of ours. And well, we should predict something for associate members. We don't have a way for them to verify their membership on the website currently. And also, when we have a problem, we don't know who to reach out. That's also very important. And we think that membership verification should be something that must be included in IFSA welcoming package to new LCs, because if we don't tell them at the beginning, they're not going to know about it. And well, that's another problem. And also a clear tutorial on the YouTube channel or in the website or any other social media, step by step, and so everyone can do it easily. Thank you, Bora.
Thank you, Ali and Bora, for presenting. Okay. So now that we've heard
Anytime.
the outcome of all three breakout rooms, maybe we can have maybe a 5-minute break before we proceed to the next session, next section of the session. Would that be okay with you guys? Yeah. So we can take a short break and then let's go back here in 5 minutes. That's 11:17 in my time. Not sure what time that would be in yours, but yeah, let's meet back here in 15 minutes. Sorry, 5 minutes, not 15.
I'm staying.
Okay, so welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good and productive break, 5-minute break. So let's now go back to our fourth IFSA project, which is the Canopy Conversations. So the Canopy Conversations is a podcast by IFSA, and it's in our Spotify and Apple Music, I think, but it's in some streaming platforms. So you can just look up IFSA on Spotify, for example, and you can see there our Canopy Conversation episodes. And we already have 4 episodes. The first one is about the GLF climate. And I know that this is related to the meeting that we had in Bonn in 2020, and it's about food, forest, and finance, frontiers of change. Also about COI 16, Unifying for Change, COP26, Uniting the World to Tackle Climate Change. And the fourth one is about our experience of being, the speaker's experience of being an IFSA delegate. And for the season 2, we have the Back to In-Person Events episode, and that's the newest one that we have so far. And the objectives of the Canopy Conversations first is to share with the IFSA community the personal perspectives of the speakers. And usually we have more than one speaker to create a diverse set of perspectives to offer to the listeners. And the second objective of Canopy Conversations is to motivate IFSA members to join, for example, an event or even becoming an official, for example, because they are able to hear the personal experiences of the speakers. And in the case of the previous episodes, the speakers attended COP26. So those episodes kind of served as motivations for future delegates in order to motivate them to apply as IFSA delegates. And of course, the third objective is to engage with different partners, because it's not only IFSA members or IFSA alumni that are invited as speakers. We also invite speakers from our partner organizations, and through that, we kind of ensure that we have indeed a diverse set of perspectives, not only from the perspective of students, but also from speakers from the private sector and even from other sectors as well. Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, our first episode is about GLF climate, and like I said, we have speakers from that are not IFSA members. We have one from GLF. She is the youth coordinator, and we also have a speaker from the Walinda Lingo founding partner. And Agustin, our current head of International Processes Commission, served as a moderator. So Agustin, in this context, served as a delegate. He gave the perspective of a delegate, and our speaker from GLF gave a perspective from the organizers, and from the speaker from the Walindalingo founding partner served as a panelist perspective. So like I said earlier, this podcast series serves as a set of different and diverse perspectives, not only from IFSA members. Yeah. And so far, we have 54 plays on the first episode of season 2. And for season 1, we have 194 plays on average. And yeah, later when we have our breakout session, we're going to brainstorm on how to get more engagement, to have more plays, and to be more consistent with the average number of plays and followers that we have on our streaming platforms, and also feedback from our first episode. But in case you haven't listened to the first episode yet, that's okay. You can give a more general background instead. And our third objective for the breakout session is to give suggestions on what to do for our next episodes. And for season 3, if you have any suggestions, you can also give it later. Yeah, so that's the gist of the Canopy Conversations. Now I give the floor to Annie to explain about IFSA Software.
Thank you, Belle. So I'm Annie, and I currently serve as the coordinator for Joint IFSA Task Force on Forestry Education. And I will be presenting to you the job fair project from Internal Department of IFSA. So the first global job fair event took place in March this year. The aim of this project is so that the students of forestry can meet other organizations and companies who are offering job or internship opportunities. So the platform will provide opportunities from around the world to widen the network as well as strengthen their skills as future forestry professionals. Next slide, please. So who can participate? It's open to all forestry students from around the world. And as I said before, the first installment already took place on March 26th. And we had a collaboration with CIFOR, and we are in the process of organizing further installments to the job fair, which will be regional and offer more in-depth opportunities to the students. So the first virtual job fair had also participation from other organizations such as IUPRO, WIPAD, CIFOR, ITTO. So members or representatives of these organizations, they spoke about the opportunities regarding jobs and internships and how students can apply and what are the skills they are looking for in applications from students in our very first global job fair. So we are aiming to continue the process in a more regional level. So next slide, please. This shows a rough program for the job fair, and I don't think it's like important. Maybe we can follow the same process for the regional level. So the aim for the breakout session is to collect suggestions on how to improve the program, like what sessions should be included in the next job fair events, and how we can encourage more forestry organizations or companies to participate, and how more students can be encouraged to join our regional job fairs. And lastly is to provide suggestions on how commissions can be involved in organizing the job fair. So these will be the aims for our breakout session. So I hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Annie. Now let's proceed to our last project to be presented by Kevin Penpals.
Hello there, my name is Magic, but because my name is not so easy to say, you can call me Kevin. Penpals, that's a project I heard by accident around IFSA, and I believe that's a very great perspective for IFSA members to not only meet other people, but try to get more knowledge about all around the world, or even try to practice your language. And so basically, the program was created and moderated by membership of departments. So every regional representative or other members of this department are participating to create this project. It's based on that of pairing IFSA members with common interests. So when you will be interested, you can head out to your regional representative and ask out about joining to the project, because I never heard about open calls around that. You will be able to fill a form that will ask out about your favorite books, favorite food, some questions about you. So based on that, the members of the department will be able to pair up you with some of other IFSA members. And based after that, you can join our Discord, where monthly there's ongoing challenges for Pemples that they can try to challenge with each other and win a challenge of the month, and to have fun together and meet and have a contact with your Pempel regularly. And next slide. One of the few past challenges that have occurred, we would like to show with you. For example, there was a funny picture with your Pempel. Up here we can see a Kyle and Philip, if I remember correctly. And they try to do something together to look funny. Next one. The next one was to wear matching outfits, and we have even a winner among us up here. He's not looking right now, but maybe he'll look up. Bora. Can you hear us? Maybe you can say something about this artwork of yours.
About this, actually, even between these two, I was choosing Belle's one because that was really nice. And we were doing this with Yasmin, and this is kind of cartoon for a few years ago, like I don't remember when, but Yasmin said, oh, we can do this. Then we made Photoshop on us. Then we made it. But if you ask me, Belle's one great. Really, we loved it just because the pizza flews, whatever, you got what I mean. So yeah, and that's mean also in the pen pals we have really a lot of fun stuff, because you're making fun stuff with your partner, with your friend. Also, you became a friend. One of the biggest example, me and Yasmin. Then just fun time, just fun stuff with your pen pals. Just generally you became a friend. Then you are making challenges, and that challenges generally votings are, it's going on Discord channel. We are putting them, and then the people made a react, and they are choose it. Yep, the penpal, this part of penpal is really great. We actually little bit going to down about penpal stuff, but maybe we should make a good promotion about this. And as you see on the screen again, can I continue, or you can get involved?
I can follow up because I was about to ask Bella if she would like to say something about their work on the previous one.
We forgot that the challenge was supposed to be that we're going to wear matching outfits, but we didn't follow the rule, but we still won anyway. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
But it was also very funny. What else? Another challenge that was on April was about cooking of the food of your Pempel culture, or of the like origins of your Pempel region. So as I know, there was a lot of happening on April, and not many pairs could join the challenge, and I believe only Gabs and Simon took participate in this challenge. Nevertheless, I believe that the idea of Pempels is great, and it should be more advertised, so we can discuss what to make it work more, because that's a great opportunity to have a fun, do something once per month to have fun and meet other people's. Yeah, you can switch. And aims for the breakout session will be what are what are the challenges, what other challenges we can propose for per month, and how to register, and what will be the monthly challenges, what are the feedback on the project, so maybe members of it could say something more, and your suggestions for improvement.
Yes, thank you. Now, let's go back again to our breakout rooms. Again, the first room will be for Canopy Conversations. The second room will be for Job Fair, and the third one will be for Pen Pals. And you can join the Jamboard too, so you can write on the sticky notes personally, but we will also give you the link later. So I'll just open again the room. Yeah. So you can now join the breakout rooms, and see you again here in 15 minutes. Hi, everyone. Prastuti was cut off earlier.
Yeah, it's all right.
Sorry about that. But yeah. I think now we can proceed. I hope you guys had a fruitful discussion within your breakout rooms. Yeah. So now let's wait. Okay. Now let's proceed to the presentation of the Jamboard. So from our breakout room, who would like to present? Um if no one wants to, I can. But if you want to add something, that's also great. Yeah.
Yes,
So
we can add it. Yeah,
okay. Thank you, Bora. Okay, so we had
you're
we
welcome.
three objectives in our breakout room. The first one is ideas on engagement. And the first one would be teasers on social media, which is a basic suggestion. And also inter-LC collaboration or collaboration with universities so that would we can raise the engagement within our IFSA community and also, of course, foster collaboration between our members. And another great idea is to open the opportunity of becoming a speaker to other IFSA members, maybe through open calls um or reaching out to other IFSA members that are not officials, because this will motivate them to listen and also apply for this opportunity. And general feedback for the Canopy Conversations is we have to diversify the platforms where our podcast episodes are in, because Spotify and Apple Music, as far as we know, require subscription fees, and it is not really accessible for most people within the IFSA community. So we need to make it more accessible. And of course, to increase engagement as well is don't make the episodes about IFSA. Another interesting thing or engaging thing to do is to make it about environmental issues, which we will discuss later for the third objective, and also to provide regional perspectives, because this will diversify the opinions about the specific environmental issues, because each regions have different experiences on a specific issue. And also focus on experience rather than knowledge, because this will make it more relatable for the speakers rather than just stating what the speaker knows. That's why for season 3 of Canopy Conversations, we are proposing to, of course, talk about environmental issues such as climate change processing, forest fires. And if we want to talk about IFSA for one episode, we can talk about IFSA history, IFSA structure, and also the testimonies of the officials. But maybe people from my breakout room would also like to add here. Okay, so I guess not. So thank you guys for the participants in my breakout room for helping in filling in the Jamboard. So we can now proceed to job fairs. So Annie, do you want to explain?
Uh, sure. So the idea is we have like we were asked to collect ideas on how we can improve regional level job fairs, how the commissioners can help regarding job fairs, and also how to improve participation from forestry organizations as well as forestry students. So regarding the first one, which is regional level job fairs, we uh, we got the idea that we will have like region-wise job fair sessions. For example, say we are having a job fair regarding Asia Pacific, and it would be like even more specific to one country, say for example, India. So the job fair will be like very specific to students of India, as well as forestry organizations or companies from India. So and we were in those sessions we will be discussing on what the forestry organizations or companies look for in their candidates, like what qualifications they want, what do they look for in the CVs, and how the candidates, potential candidates, can improve their CVs and their qualifications. So this is the first idea we have. And regarding the second one, we will have like job fair sessions on entrepreneurship based session. Like in during those sessions, we will be sharing true story how an entrepreneur developed his or her company, and how they got funding, how they started their own company, and what struggles they faced, and how are they faring right now. And if they have any openings or positions, they will be discussing regarding that also. And it will also have Instagram live session or Facebook live session, so that the entrepreneurship company gets more popularity, as well as the potential forestry students, they get sort of like a how do you say, reminders that okay, there's a session going on. If we like have as a normal session, people might forget like we are having the session and the participation might be less. But if it is like an Instagram live section or Facebook session, then those students following the page, they'll get a live update and they can join and learn more regarding it. And it will also create more popularity to the entrepreneurship program or organization. And lastly, we had discussions on like how to like include various commissions. So we have a discussion on like we can have a separate session in tree learning, like whatever the sessions we are having from job fair, we will be recording it and uploading it in tree learning platform, so that anyone at any time can access it. And we can have commissions, like working, like not commissions, but kind of like a strategy task force under internal subcommission, where they will be focused on finding new content or like new topics for job fairs. Like say for example, in 1 month we are having a job fair specific to entrepreneurship. Next month we will be having a job fair specific to NGOs working in the level, so that it stays periodical, systematic, and consistent. So that's it for the job fair session ideas.
Thank you,
I hope
Annie.
I've not missed anything.
Yes, thank you. Okay, now let's proceed to the last one, pen pals. So Kevin, do you want to explain?
Sure. So we try to copy slightly an idea, how to describe the problems and suggestions, solution apps here. So the four main problems we discussed over this 15 minutes was, let's start from the Ali perspective, who was person responsible for matching, that there's a lack of good registration form, the questions and answers do not fit. He said that a lot of questions are open, very open, and some people do not answer the questions correctly, or they change the language, they're not answering in English, and the answers are hard to translate, or they are the answer is not nowhere connected to the question asked. And also a suggestion for it to create a new form that will combine and open questions, so the people who is trying to get into the program will have a freedom of saying something more about himself, but also to create maybe new questions which will be closed, that it will allow a matcher, somebody who will be responsible for matching, to have a much easier work for it. And another thing is that the lack of proper advertisement. A lot of people don't know about the program because it's nowhere advertised around our page. And so there's like, if we could say something more on our social media, like Instagram or page or Facebook, that would be that's a problem, that people don't know about the program. The lack of activity, even the program have challenges and people are doing some work. There is a lack of activity for a few last months because it's summer. I understand people have holidays, but I believe that if we could have like some plan for yearly or some sort of a moderator over the program, it would be much easier for people to be active in a more free weeks, months. And some people, penpals can be shy to start, as some people are extroverts, some people are introverts. So if we are just saying people we are matched and you're penpals, there can be a problem for them to start conversations. So there is a suggestion to create some. The problem is that if we have two introverts, they might have a problem to start conversating and communicating with each other and make it work. So maybe we could help them at their first steps, not just say, yeah, matched. Suggestion and solutions, we suggested, the suggestion is to create maybe a bucket of challenges from the penpals, that maybe they have own ideas what they can do monthly. And from that, there's somebody who will be moderating over the program would be much easier for them to choose something or randomize the challenge for a month. Basically place for suggestion from penpals that's like the same idea but in another form, that maybe they have suggestions what they can improve. They see some flaws of the program and how they can help us. Maybe creating an own page on a page that would describe that there is such program project and you can participate in it, would be much easier for people to see on IFSA. Us also using the social medias, social medias to post progress about winners of the monthly challenge, to tell that, yeah, we are doing this, there is some activity, there is some progress, and you can see who won the last challenge. There was a suggestion that maybe people who are not so fluent in English yet, but they are using IFSA as an opportunity to learn this language in much better, maybe some ads for penpal in different languages than only English. Also, maybe the solution to make a program more famous or popular would be a regular reminder about program from regional representatives. Maybe some moderator responsible for a project, and maybe the last thing, as we said that some new members could be shy, some feedback for fresh match penpals, what they have in common, because as I know for now, when you're matched, you're basically informed that you're matched and you have channels to see new challenges, but maybe the first challenge somebody could from officials help them, and for the first challenge try to motivate them and tell them how to go through the program so they can start this first conversation with somebody's help. And basically that's all we came up today, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Kevin. And thank you everyone for filling in the Jamboard with your ideas. So since we already are towards the end of the session and we don't have time to go through the general feedback, you can just fill in your ideas in the Jamboard afterwards, outside of the session. But yeah, very sorry about that. But
Are we not taking a group photo?
I believe Bella froze. She's frozen, I guess. Oh yeah, she's back. She's back. You are muted.
sorry, I think it was my internet. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So do you have any questions before we end our session?
Those questions if you are making a photo.
Yes, we will. So that's a great segue to our next slide. So if you are able to open your camera, please do, and we will take a picture. We will post it on our social media.
Let's open lovely faces, guys.
What about you, Nikita? Okay, great. Everyone's camera is open. Okay, smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you everyone for joining our session for 2 hours. Thank you for giving us 2 hours of your time. Okay, so we hope to see you tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It's the wait, let me check our schedule.
What is the link for the workshop? Is the same link?
Yes, we will use the same link for every online activity. Our next session is on September 3. It's how to become an IFSA official at 2 p.m. UTC+0. So please join and encourage your LC members also to join, because the next session is very interesting, especially if you're planning to apply for an IFSA position. So thank you guys.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank
you.
you.
Well,
Bye.